This is Junior Cert Assessment item number 21. We're told 4/5 of the members of a club are female. Okay, let's say there's 100 members in this club. I like to give these real numbers. If 4/5 are female, it means that 1/5 are male. So we'd have 80-20 as the ratio. 3/4 of these females are over 20 years old, so 3/4 of 80, 3/4 of 80, a quarter will be 20, 3/4 will be 60. So of these 80, we have 60 are over 20, greater than 20 years. And in this fraction, we'd have 20 left. 20 would be, I presume, less than 20 years if the rest of them are over less than 20 years. And we're asked what fraction of the members of the club are females over 20 years. So females over 20 years is 60 out of 100. We started with 100 because that will deal with percentages and make it really easy for us. We could have dealt with 10 or 1,000, doesn't really matter. But we have 60 out of 100. If you dealt with 50, you'd have 30 over 50. We have 60 over 100, which is equal to 6 over 10, which is 3/5 are females that are greater than 20. Another way to look at this question is that we're trying to get 3/4 of the 4/5 that we were told at the beginning. And 3/4 of 4/5, the 4's cancel. Odd means multiply. We end up with 3/5 as well. But I think sometimes with these questions, it's nice just to give a value to the club or how many people are in it. And from there, you'll normally be able to work out the answer. This is Junior Cert Assessment item 22. The table shows a recipe for a fruit drink. We have orange, apple, blackcurrant and a total. We have half a litre, a third of a litre and a sixth of a litre. So I'm just going to write them all as sixths, being the highest number on the bottom. So we have 1/6 for blackcurrant. We have a third, which is 2/6 for apple. And we have a half orange, which would be 3/6 for a half. And you can see 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 6/6. So I think when you're working with fractions question, make them the same denominators. That always makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. So I want to make 1.5 litres of the same drink, and this one obviously makes a litre. So complete the table below to show how much of each type of juice to use. So if you can set your calculator up to do this for you, if you understand what's going on, it becomes nice and easy. So 1.5 litres, well, if we have 1 litre, how do I go to 1.5 litres? I multiply by 1.5. Now we could do that in a calculator. We could multiply by 1.5, but 1.5 is also equal to 3/2 if we're dealing in fractions. So if I multiply this one by 3/2, if I multiply this one by 3/2, and if I multiply this one by 3/2, I'll get my new measurements. It's going to be 9/12. I'll leave it like that for a second. This one's going to be equal to 6/12. And this one, because they're all in the same denominator, will be equal to 3/12. You can see 9 and 6 is 15 and 3 is 18/12, which is your 1.5. So just keep them as a denominator that you can actually see what's going on. So we're correct here, definitely. So now let's go and have a look. So 9/12, we can now write here as 3/4. Not a huge amount of space. 3/4 of a litre apple. 6/12 is going to be half a litre. And blackcurrant, 3/12 will be 1/4 of a litre. Or you could write it in these terms or type these into your calculator and it will simplify it for you. Loads of ways to get to these answers. Just take your time getting there. Now, use words, diagrams or numbers to explain how you know. What have we done? We have used numbers. We use fractions. We've simplified fractions. I think that's probably enough for this question.